The Prophecy of Neferti. The Prophecy of Neferti is one of the few surviving literary texts from ancient Egypt. The story is set in the Old Kingdom. Under the reign of King Snefru, the sage Neferty prophesies a foreign invasion of Egypt. Here's the ancient text. Stir my heart, mourn this land from which you have sprung. When there is silence before evil, and when what should be chided is feared, then the great man is overthrown in the land of your birth. Tire not, while this is before you. Rise against what is before you. Lo, the great no longer rule the land. What was made has been unmade. Should begin to recreate. The land is quite perished. No remnant is left. Not the black of a snail is spared from its fate. Yet while the land suffers, none care for it. None speak. None shed tears. How fair is this land? The sun is covered, shines not for the people to see. One cannot live when clouds conceal. All are numb from the lack of it. I shall describe what is before me. I do not foretell what does not come. Dry is the river of Egypt. One crosses the river on foot. One seeks water for ships to sail on. Its course having turned into shoreland. Shoreland would turn into water. Water course back into shoreland. South wind will combat north wind. Sky will lack the single wind. A strange bird will breed in the delta marsh, having made its nest beside the people having let it approach by default. Then perish those delightful things. The fish ponds full of fish eaters, teeming with fish and fowl. All happiness has vanished. The land is bowed down and distressed. Owing to those feeders, Asiatics who roam the land. Foes have driven in the east. Asiatics have come down to Egypt. Desert flocks will drink at the river of Egypt. Take their ease on the shores, for lack of one to fare. For this land is to and from, knowing not what comes, what will be been hidden, according to this one says. When sight and hearing fell, the mute lands. I show you the land in turmoil. What should not be has come to pass. Men will seize weapons of warfare. The land will live in uproar. Men will make arrows of copper. Will crave blood for bread. Will laugh aloud at distress. None will weep over death. None will wake fasting for death. Each man's heart is for himself. Mourning is not done today. Hearts have quite abandoned it. A man sits with his back turned, while one slays another. I showed you the son as enemy, the brother as foe. A man slaying his father. Every mouth is full of how I wish. All happiness is vanished. The land is ruined. Its fate decreed. Deprived of produce, lacking in crops. What was made has been unmade. One seizes a man's goods, gives them to an outsider. I show you the master in need. The outsider sated. The lazy one stuffed himself. The active is needy. One gives only with hatred, to silence the mouth that speaks. I show you the land in turmoil. Then a king will come from the south. A many that's justified by name. He will make his name for eternity. die evil-minded. The treason plotters, they suppress their speech in fear of him. Asiatics will fall to his sword. Libyans will fall to his flame. Rebel to his wrath, traitors to his might. One will build the walls of the ruler to bar Asiatics from entering Egypt. Then order will return to its seat while chaos is driven away. Rejoice, he who may behold, he who may attend the king, and he who is wise will liberate from me when he sees fulfilled what I have spoken.